This is a santai UPS preparation. Oh, we are 1 minute early, so yeah. I think we are a bit too early for anybody's to come. Yeah, I just do this for tonight because I think that people need some help. People always need help. It's either they want to join or not. Can't help them anything. And what can I do? Okay, so santai live. All right, we are already live. And yeah, I'm testing everything. Yo, we got viewers. I know, where are you from? Ching. Okay, if you want to join, if you have any questions, I think in the description, the YouTube, there's a link for the Telegram group, and you may post many questions there. Okay, so there's a link for you. You can join. And yeah, if you want to come to live as well, you can PM me there, so I can make sure you can come to live with me. So yeah, it's a lot easier for you if you want to ask me questions. All right, so yeah. Is everybody good? Let me open it up as well so I can see if there's any questions coming from the YouTube live. So I can see if there's any. Okay. Hello, the viewers. May I know where you're from? Please just type down in the chat box. Tell me which college are you from. So we have a little bit of friendly rivalry. Okay, just may I know, just a little bit for fun. Anybody here read One Piece? Anybody here read One Piece? Do you read the latest chapters? Yeah, Fifami from KMPP. Nice to hear from you. Anybody here read One Piece, the latest chapter? Something awesome just happened. Yeah, Afifami, nice to see you. Okay, I think we should not delaying too much and let's start. Okay, if you have any extra question that you want to ask or any part that you want me to rewind or something, you may put in the chat box. So I try my best to be aware, since I'm alone for today. If you want to join me as well, do let me know. I can pass you the link so you can come to live with me. Or if you're any One Piece fan, so we can, the latest chapters, just review something. Okay, so let's begin. Okay, for these questions, what I'm trying to do tonight is for UPS preparation because KMPP is having UPS next week. And this sets, some of them is quite challenging. So let's have a look. Okay, so you're given A, and given B, set A, set B, and set C. And then suddenly you will ask, hey, find this ABC, right? So the best way for you to proceed from here is by drawing the number line. And let's see if we can draw a good number line. Let's say try with shape. Okay, let's say if you see a baby crying behind there, that's my son. So, for A. Oopsie. Yeah, make it black. Come on, change color. Doesn't want to change, whatever. You know, sometimes computer like to play tricks. Okay, so for the A, it's 5/4. Let's say 5/4 is over here. 5/4. Oh, the baby just realized I'm here. So it says that it's less than 5/4, so gonna be there. And since it's included, so we bought there. And now let's go on to B. Yeah. Oh yeah. I don't think he's appears in YouTube yet. This is college level maths. Do you want to hear it? Because some people say when they learn maths, they go to sleep. So do you want to go to sleep by listening to maths? Okay, so for this one here, it says it's a less than -2 and more than 0. So let's say here's a -2. Please let Papa do my work. -2, let's say here's 0. And less than -2. And more than 0 is over there. And does it include? Yes, it includes. So let's put our whole full dot there. And finally, for this one, x is more than 0. So where is it, little Habib? Where is more than 0? More than 0 is over here. Oh, Syed too big, Papa. Make it a bit smaller. Go smaller. Go smaller. Okay. Go smaller. Yeah, it's over there. And it doesn't include 0, so let's put it there. All right, so the questions. This one is, all of them are intersect. Where can you see all three of them intersects? All three of them intersects only over here. Now it begs some questions. Because we got two possible answers. Two possible answers, Habib. You got this one or this one. You know, Habib, my student, they fall asleep when they come to listening to maths. So will you fall asleep listening to maths? Okay, which one's the few things? A or C? I'll let you decide. Come on, viewers. I already narrowed down the answers. Put down in your comment. A or C? A or C? Tell to this little baby that you were more clever than him. A or C? A or C? Come on, viewers. Type it down in the chats. A or C? A or C? Come on, type down in the chat so we can compare. A by Intan Shafika. All right, Intan Shafika's thing is A. So let's have a look. Is it really A? Yes, it's an A. A is the correct answer. Because, okay, one moment. The best question, the other one that we can ask is why not C? Because intersect, everything must be included. One moment. And as you can see here, so sorry, one moment, sorry. This since this one, sorry, since this one is not included, so this one is not included. This one is included. They are not the same. So this one is so it says no 0 then. No 0. So yeah, A is the correct answer. Congratulations to Intan Shafika and Nur Anisa. Congrats. Okay, let's move on to the next question. Okay, choose the correct statement. Which one is this one? You need to understand W and Q and Q bar. That will be the non-quotient. Okay, so W and N is a whole number. W is a whole. I used to do more with typing. So W is a whole number. And N. the natural number. If you remember them, Q is a some people call it rational, but how? Oh, sorry. Oh, I should not be revealing that. Me. If you have any question, you can PM me in the what you call that Telegram. Okay, Q is a rational number. But how are you going to remember it's a rational number? The easy way for you to know, I mean, why is it Q? Because it's for quotient, so it's fraction I, in other words. So the other one is Q conjugate or Q bar, non-Q. This is a non-rational. Number that some people say the decimals as a repeat, but I really like to remember it as a non-quotient. Be written. My English there is a little bit bad. Because irrational, yeah, non-rational. Rational number. R is of course the real numbers. If you remember this, you'll be quite fine lah, inshallah. I think I should write down my N first before my W. Now it makes more sense. Because natural number, because it's something that you cannot write down with. It doesn't have zero. Why? The easiest way for you to remember that natural number has no zero is because, let's say, okay, something is natural. Let's say if you say, I got, you got money, okay, 1 ringgit, 2 ringgit, 3 ringgit. And then you spend all of those money to buy some food at your cafe. And you have no more money, and someone asks you, okay, do you got any money? And you say, I have no money. You don't say I have 0 ringgit. It just doesn't make sense. So let's check whether they are true. So whole number, the best is to do the number line, of course, if you need it. The whole number is a 0, 1, 2, 3. You don't really need a number line for this one. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And the natural number is a 1, 2, 3. It doesn't have 0. So do they intersect at 0? I mean, do they intersect at 0? No. They intersect at this value here. You can see clearly. They intersect at this value, not 0. It doesn't have 0. So 1 is wrong. So let's use your SPM technique. Okay. So number 2 is correct. That's for sure then. Another way of looking at things, because real numbers consists of fraction and the rational and non-irrational as well. The rational and irrational number. So easy. And N is a subset of W. It's a natural number subset of whole. Then yes, because you can see here that 1, 2, 3 is a subset for this part. So yes, it's B, 2, and 3. Yeah, good one, Intan Shafika. Congratulations. So it's B. Congrats. So let's move on. That one is still easy. Maybe I should go faster with that one. But I'm quite a geek on maths history number because I used to take what you call that a number theory. So it's kind of fun. Okay, so let's go for this one. We want to simplify them, and if you look at it, you can see here that there's might be slightly too big. You can see that this is 3. It's a base of 3. And what about 2, 4, 3? This is a bit unclear. What is it from? Well, 2, 4, 3. To be honest, I did not count them yet, but I kind of can see that it's a 3, how to say? 3 times 3 times 3 times 3. Maybe I should say this way, 9 times 9. So this is 81, and then another 3. Then I got myself 243. So 9 is a 3 squared, 3 squared, 3 squared, 3 1. So you can see it is 3 power of 5. That's how I actually calculate in my head. So 243 is 3 power of 5. Okay. So now you can rewrite things here. Let's see whether I'm still fluent with writing. So 3 power of 5. And it's a n over 5. Look. Just won't respond so much. Okay, so let's a bit fast. So it's a 3 power 5. And then you see here, there's a n over 5 there. So n over 5. There's a multiple way of solving. I think the easiest is we just bring everything up. What do I mean by bring everything up? Okay, this one down here, you can bring it up. Let me give you a simple example. If I give you like 1 over 2, you're going to write down as a 2 power of negative 1, right? So you can just bring everything up. Oh, Shafika, how do you actually write down power form in YouTube? Chat. I guess this is Shafika, are you using a Google keyboard? I got curious. Okay, so like this one here, you can bring it up. And you can see n9 is a 3 squared. So it's a 3, my goodness, 3 negative 2n. And here, you can rewrite it as like I mentioned just now, we're going to bring everything up. I'm going to make life a bit easier. 3, so times the power by negative 1 minus n. And if I give you this example, let's say it's a small example. If I say it to you, it's a 2 power cube, 2 cube, and 2 squared. So it's going to be plus 2, 5. So everything here is going to be plus of them. So it's a 3. And yeah, you can see that this one and this one cancel off. 3 power of n plus 2n plus 1 minus 2n. I think this is the easiest way on how to solve it. Okay, and now we just a matter of technique. So n and 2n, then you minus with this 3n, but it got destroyed by that, which then only leave you, RZ perantau. Right, we only got 1 and 1, 3 squared. Did I make any mistakes? 3 squared is gonna be 9. So C. Come to think of it, I never actually look at all the answers. This is number 3. Number 3 is C. Here is C. Pakcik dari Doha, RZ Perantau. Thank you, Amin, insyaAllah. Okay, are you guys okay? The answer is C here. Intan Shafiqah, are you okay? Do you want me to re-explain somewhere? I think this is the easiest way on how to solve it. Okay, if you have any question, you may PM me up. And just now, I want to play a music, but I forgot. Okay, so let's go with number 4. The thing is, if I put music up, YouTube will come out and say that, hey, let's put a Lofi music if you can. Sadly, it's lonely tonight. I'm not sure you can play Lofi at the same time when we're doing this. Let's say, hey. Should go for the Lofi free loyalty. One moment. If you want to play some music in YouTube, then we better use you need to search for non-copyright. But then again, it has you need to write down something that, so, and in the description, just to refer it back there. If the music is too loud, let me know. If you want the music to be, make it softer or louder. It's okay, Intan Shafiqah. Take sometimes. Can you hear me? Is the music too loud? You want me to go softer? I think it's slightly loud. Okay, let me know if you want the music to be louder or softer. Okay, so this one. Yes, I like to listen to lo-fi music. Yeah, I think I got your problem why just now you ingat power though. Okay, so this one, I don't think it's that difficult. You just know that Z is a conjugate and this one. So you need to conjugate it out. So you got yourself as a, let me try if I can type. Because my handwriting is super awesome. So the conjugate of that will be -2 minus I plus 1 minus 3I. Okay, so what's the best way to continue? Music okay ya? Tak kuat sangat? Is the music okay? Alright, okay. Okay, so what's the best way to continue? The best way to continue for this particular question is that you realize that, hey, maybe I should write down this one, different color. Because you can see the complex number down there, so we want to conjugate it. We want to conjugate. Make it into real numbers. We do not want to have complex as our fractions. So, upper formula. You want to multiply with the conjugation. You know, there's a joke. There's a Twitter joke from multiplication students. Here you go, something like this. Do you watch Conjuring? There's someone said in the Twitter that they thought Conjuring is scary enough, but wait until you watch Conjugate. It's a Twitter joke. And I got one student that every time she got panic, she just said, "Oh, conjugate." Okay, so yeah, what's the conjugate down there? If you want to do conjugate, or in this particular case, it's a complex conjugate, then it pays quite dividend if you memorize the formula. A plus bi A minus bi give you a squared plus b squared. And this is the safest way to go. You can use the expand, the rainbow expand, which I call that. But if you use the rainbow expand in all maths lecturers and all maths teachers will say, you have a very high chance of making careless mistakes. So in this particular case, it's a 2 squared plus 1 squared, which is 4 plus 1, 5. So memorize this formula. It's not that difficult. And it's going to save you life. Okay, there's a less careless mistakes from all lecturers. We will say that. You don't use this formula because you want to look smart. No, this is a lot safer. If you use the rainbow method, the expand one, chances of careless mistakes very high. Okay, so from here it's easy peasy. So you can see they have a difference. They have a different fraction of a different denominator. So whoa. You want to make the denominator the same. So you multiply by 2. 4 plus 2i is 10. I think I write down a bit over here. So you multiply by 2. Goodness sake. You want to make the denominator the same. And then you can solve it easily. Negative 4 plus 1, negative 3. 2 minus 3, so minus I. All right. I don't think you should leave your answer in this way. You should split it up. Even in exams, I mean, normally in your exam question, they say give your answer in A plus BI. Okay, this is from marking scheme. Normally that you want the answer in this form, A plus BI. So you should split it up when you go for exams. And negative 3. Okay, I got a lot of viewers here right now. May I ask 2 questions? First question, where are you from? Are you from KMPP or are you from somewhere else? Or the next question I want to ask, did you read the newest One Piece chapter? 1060, if I'm not mistaken. Because there's a big revelation just happened. KMPP, bro. KMPP. Is that the answer? This is question number 4. 4C. Yes. Sharul Afiq say what? Oh, yes, for I think there's for the music one. I thought it's the One Piece. Yes, easy questions. Let's move on. All right, I think this is far more interesting. So you're given, this is A, this is B, and then suddenly they give you this log here, and they want the answers in the A and B. All right, and if you look at all these answers, if you look at all of them, so it got separated. They got all 3 parts. So it shows here that we need to split this one up. And pro tips here, I can say it's not so pro, but you can see this is base 2. This is regarding 2. This is regarding 3. And 27 is different color. This is This is 3, and this is 2. 27 is 3 squared, 3 cubed. 16 is 2 power of 4. So I can rewrite it something like this. Let's say log z and 3 cubed and over 2 power of 4 No, Atika Umairah, KMPP, Intan Shafika, KMPP. Oh, KMPP is ruling for tonight. Or maybe because other colleges have done their UPS, I'm not sure. Or maybe because this one I did not make a big flyers. It's just our whims. Because Saturday I got a chess tournament, so I don't have time to make the poster or anything. And the chess tournament I got number 2. Okay, so this one you got to split it up, like we mentioned just now. I think you can use keyboard for here. Not Z. It's not going down. Let me try one more time. Top underscore Z. Okay. So 3 cube plus. I think so. It's better if you go minus first. Because the Z is a strange case of itself. Okay. And then as you know, the power, you can bring all the powers in front. I'm being lazy. I'm going to copy paste. Oopsie. Yeah, sometimes, laziness doesn't pay as well. It's 4. It's Z. Okay, and then look back at the questions. So the Z, this one here is A. Is A. This one here is B. Now what about the ZZ? So that one is 1. Simplify to 1 because Z in the same base. So you got 3B minus 4A plus half. 3B. Oh, did I make mistakes? Three B minus 4A. So they put the half over there, they hide it off. Okay, fine. You want to play that way? 3B minus 4A plus half. So number 5. 5 is D. 5 is D. And then Shafiqah, what is 1? The ZZ, I guess. Okay, you guys okay with this one? You guys understand the logic? I mean, for the recent chess tournament that I went, I know, I tell you the tips. I normally watch Daniel Naroditsky channel. In the channel, he explains his thought process, how he play chess. So try to ask me. I'm trying to explain you how I get the answers, because knowing the solution is not enough. Knowing how you get the solution is even better. So that's a pro tips for you. Okay, so this one we want to write the answer in simplest form. So normally simplest form, you want to combine them up if you can. And let's see. If you look at the answers, there's a bit weird here. You can see there's got a number all of a sudden. This one doesn't combine. So what I'm trying to say is that if you look here, this 3 and 5, you can simplify them. 3 and 14, you can simplify them. But this one here, the 9 and 3, it looks a little bit dodgy. Maybe you can do something with it. Okay, so let's see. What can we do? Let's do these two first. Okay, since they both have the same base, so not much brainer, you can combine them. But some people, they kind of miss this. I've seen this a lot in some students. You need to put this one first. You need to bring the power first. So I can get myself as a log base 3, 5 squared minus log base 3, 14. Let's do this one first, okay? I know there's a second part, but for the sake of easy to tell you. And you can combine them up. Log base 3, 5 squared. Yeah, if you look at the answers, become 25, 14. In exams, let's say if this is a subjective, can you write this one straight away? Yes, you can. You can skip the first line. And then this one here, there's something that you need to know, okay? You see there's a 9 and 3, and we cannot simplify them. But if I got myself into log 3, 9, then you can see it becomes something like this, log 3 squared, and the square you can bring in front to log 3, 3. So it becomes 2. Okay, you can simplify it out. It looks something like this, but the base currently is 9. That one is 3. Okay, and then if you there's this little formula that people always forget. It's this formula. Let's say base B and A. This one is equals to here. Log base A, B. So you can switch it up. See here, if you're planning to switch it up, then it makes more sense for you to use this formula. Okay, so this one here, since I'm switching the 9 and 3, I'm switching the position. So I got myself as a 1 over. So it's a 1 over 2. Are you okay? There's a bit of pro tips over there. It's a quick way of doing things. You don't necessarily need to use it that way. You can use the conventional method of let me write it soon. Use the conventional method of log this 9. Oopsie. And then you make both of them have the same base. 3. Oopsie. Allah Akbar, sorry lah. Nak buat macam mana? It's very sensitive. You kind of get the same place as well. But if you remember the formula, then things get a lot faster. It's like a nice party trick. So this one, the answer will be, I guess, A. Let's look at the answers for number 6. 6A, yes, we are right. Are you guys okay? Some people, I mean, I already tried to explain the thought process. Are you okay with this one? Some people might need extra help. If you need any extra further explanation, just type down in the chat. I'll explain it. Don't worry. There are no stupid questions. They are just people who love to remain as stupids. Okay, so let's continue. All right, so for this one, we want to get the value of x. I want to find this x here, this particular x. What team that I root for? What do you mean? Which team for what? One Piece? If One Piece is, of course, Straw Hat. Okay, for this one here, my suggestion is that if you look at it very carefully, is that this one is 36 and this one is 6. And you can see that 36 is a squared. I mean, what were you referring to? Referring to what? This one? Sorry, Gumball, I can't understand your question. Okay, you can see for this one, you can see both of them as 6. So you can use this little trick. Let's say, if I give you these questions, one is 3x. Sorry, Gumball, I really got confused. Sorry, maybe because my head is doing math, so I'm losing track quite easily. You can use this by comparison technique. Let's say lah, this particular this example. You can use this one because they have the same base. As you see here, this is 3 and this is 3. If One Piece is Straw Hat, are you talking about that, Gumball? So I'm using the same technique. So 6 squared. Doesn't work that way. And then the right side here, the right hand side, you're gonna make the power becomes up. So everything's power of -1. And then simply calculation 2x plus 2. If you guys talking about football, then I'll be honest, I'm not a big football fan. I don't understand. But I'm supporting Southampton or Southampton because I used to study there. And then simply by using comparison. This is better if you write down here in exams by comparing. So 6x equals to 2, -2. So x is -1/3. Is that the answer? -1/3, number 7. 7D, yay! We got it right. Okay, this is one way of solving, but I would like to show you there's multiple way of solving. And I guess some people will solve it by doing this way. Let me copy paste it a bit. Some people will do it this way instead. They take the denominator here and they will multiply it to the other side. So they got themselves into 6 to the power of, let me be a bit fast here, 2x plus 2, and in 36, they can do like what we did just now, 6 to the power of 4x equals to 1. Sorry, it seems the keyboard is not that friendly. And then they can plus it up, like what I mentioned just now. If you got yourself 2 squared and 2 cubed, how will you solve this one? It becomes 2 power of 5. It's good to know your basics. 6x plus 2 equals to 1. And how will you solve from here? Multiple ways. You can use by comparing as well. I'm showing you 2 methods. You can say by comparing. Method 1, you can say that, hey, the right side is a 6 power of 0. So comparing, so I'm not going to solve all of it. 6x plus 2 equals to 0, and I'm going to get the same answer. Method 2, which I doubt most of them will solve it by this way, is where they will use this method. So they're going to log both sides by base 10. And then, yeah, I think some students will solve it this way. Six x plus 2, they bring the power to the front. I guess you should call this method 3 because we got the previous one. Sorry, malas, a bit lazy there. And yeah, you got the idea. Now you just switch things around. I'm not going to solve all of it until the end. I'm going to give you the same stuff. May I know which method will you do this? I think this is a method 2, method 3. Okay, it's method 1. See how it goes there. Okay, so I gave you 3 methods. May I just know which method will you actually solve it? Or which method do you like the most? 1, 2, or 3? Put down in the comment. I'm just asking. Which method you like the most? So which one will you do? Okay, method 1 is the fastest one, I guess. But I've seen a lot of students doing by method 3. Mostly, the one that use method 3 is they just can't think. I mean, they got panic. They see, oh, everything need to be logged and you can solve it. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. It just it's overkill because you can solve it easily by comparing. Okay, let's move on. Okay, if you can get the idea of method 1 and method 2, then it will be very good. Not everything need to use log. Okay, for this one here, when I see these questions in my mind, I see, oh, there's this one here. This is power 2. I mean the power, I can see the power. It's a square. Power square. And then there's a minus. There's a plus minus. So that means I can't combine. What I mean by I can't combine, that if I give you something like this, 2, 2, 2, 3, I get myself 2, 5. This is what I mean by combine. So if I got myself 2 squared plus 2 cubed, then it's not equals to 2, 5. So I can't combine. And then since there's a power square, then there's a very high chance it's going to be quadratic in disguise. So this is technically just an SPM form 4 questions. I'm taking far more longer explaining. I can write down as something like this. Then you can say let, hey, I can let y equals to 2x to the power of x. And then you can solve by using the Quadratic method. Okay, this is an easy question. I think, can I let you solve this by yourself, and can we move on to another harder questions? Is equals to 0. YouTube viewers, do you mind if I, skip this question? Because this is just quadratic. You can solve this by yourself. It's form 4. We don't have much time. I just tell you when you need to realize it. But 8 is D, so yeah. Let's move on. Yeah, let me write down a bit here. You can solve this. Lazy. Okay, I think we've got a lot in this. This is far more interesting. All right, so these questions, have a look just now. This one, I mentioned that it can combine, right? I mentioned this particular part because there's a plus and minus there. When I look at these questions, it has the same stuff. It has plus, but at the same time, it has ln. So I can combine because of the ln. I can combine. So what do I mean by that? On the left side, I'm going to get myself ln. Let me write down a bit. So if I give you ln A plus ln B, that's going to be ln AB. And the left side there's ln, the right side there's ln. So I'm going to use by comparison technique again. So the left side, I'm going to go it myself. Ln xx plus 4. So that one is simply x squared plus 4x. Right side is a ln. Here I'm combining them in my head mentally because I don't want to write down too much. And normally that's the laziness is the cause of disaster. So I mentioned by comparing. A pro tip for you for exams. Okay, you please write down by comparing. If you got this double ln stuff, But if you do this one, can I have your attention? Can I have your attention? This is very important. If you do this, if you cut the lawn, I've seen this a lot for my students. In exams, if you do this, you'll be minus one mark. Yes, you cannot minus. You cannot cut your lawn, because the right method is you're comparing the stuff inside the lawn. Yep, this is true. You got minus marks if we can see a visible cut when you're working. And then from here, this is just quadratic. You can solve it. Plus x. Okay, the one with the calculator. It's not that difficult. It's a minus 4 and it's a plus 4 minus 3. So it's I guess it's B. It's 9, is it? Right? Okay, this is where I always make this mistake as well. So from here, we got ourselves we got two answers. So you should get these two, 3 or negative 4. But if you go away straight away and say B, then this is a wrong answer, because you need to double check. You need to substitute this value into the original equation. And if you put into the original equation in here, if you see ln x here, then you're going to get yourself into ln negative 3. And ln negative 3 is error. Okay, you need to substitute into the original equation. So that's, sorry, negative 4. I wrote it wrongly. So we do not want the second part. So this is the problematic one. So the correct answer is A. So in exams, you do not need to type down the calculation. It's just good enough if you say that reject x equals to negative 4. You need to write down reject or ignore. Don't just blue tick it. Okay. I got that. And I got some students who ask me, sir, how I going to remember that I need to do this checking? And I said to them, there's a difference between A student and A plus student. A plus student will remember that they need to check. Even I sometimes miss it. Okay, I always miss it. I agree on that part. Okay, so let's go on. Then this here is the same method as just now. As you can see, there's a log, and you can see there's a plus and there's a log and log. So that means I can combine. So combining up left hand side. So x over y. So you're gonna multiply with. Let me put some maths. I forgot. How do I write down maths? Is it maths? Equation symbols. One moment. Times. Oops, wrong place. Y of x equals to x plus y And yeah, the left side is simply simplifying it up. Pam pam, pam 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 pam. So the left side you got 1. Okay, something fishy is going on. Or slot 1 is 0. What is it doing there? I can use by comparing. We have been doing this method 2 times. 1 is equal to x plus y. Yeah, this is okay. So D is the answer. Is it D? Let's double check. This is number 10. 10 is D. All right, that's good. That's the first 10 questions. Now let's move on. Number 11. Okay, I guess I go a little bit fast. All right, I see this square root. I see square root. And I do not like square root. What should we normally do if we do see square root and we don't like it? We want to square it. And I see here is 0. So let's make a perfect opportunity. So I'm going to transfer it to the right side. So I can write down something like this. X equals to, okay, sorry for the, it's hard to write down square root here, but I can easily get into here in fractions in this style. And then I square both sides. X equals to 2. And over here is simply quadratic. I got a hunch they want to trick us one more time. So x squared minus x 6 equals to 0. So x is, I don't have calculator with me, minus 3 plus 2, x minus 3 plus 2, so x is, yeah, this is how I see in my head. But if you're coming from high school, the above line that I wrote just now is no longer necessary matriculation. This line here, it used to have marks in school, but in matriculation now is no longer there. You don't need to write this one. The reason is because a lot of students just use the calculator and get down here straight away. So for years, we've been minusing people for not writing this one down. And finally, the exam board decided, hey, they do not want to write it down. No need to write it down. So the exam board kind of like relenting to the people. Okay, so let me just check what happened if I put negative. Can I put negative inside the original equation? Like this one here, that is negative 2. If I put inside, let me use different color. Like this one here, what happened if I put inside here? Will it be errors? No, it's not error because negative 2 plus 6 and you square root is still okay. So there's no rejecting for this one. So we're going to take both as our final answers. B, 11B. Is it 11B? Sorry, 11C. Huh? Wrong? I just double check. Oh, maybe because... Okay, I got tricked. Damn it. We need to put inside the original equation, yes. So the negative. I think I'm still right. Negative 2 plus 2. If I put, I got 0. C. I have no idea why they say it's C, but I'm totally fine with this. I double check it. I've inserted it back into the original equation. Why they say C? I have absolutely no idea. Negative 2, negative 2, 4, I think this is wrong because it's minus in the original equation. So it's negative 4. Okay. Hopefully you got it. Well, make sure you substitute till the very end for the original equation. Don't be lazy like me. I just checked the green part just now. Right, so do it until the very end. Yeah, I got lazy. Maybe it's 9. Or maybe I'm overconfident. Yeah, Intan. I need to fully substitute the negative values inside the whole equation. Okay, we got a personal PM question from set 1. Okay, we're gonna pause a little while because I got a question by request. Okay, obviously I cannot finish all of them by 10. If you have any question, can you PM me? Because I don't think I want to go further than 10 o'clock. Sorry about that. So we can't finish everything. Okay, I got the PM. You can PM me in the Telegram group if you're already in the Telegram group. If you are not in the Telegram group, then I think in the description I put the Telegram group down there, which I'm gonna delete after this video. I'm gonna delete the link after this video because I should not be really revealing it to the public too much. Okay, so let's answer these PM questions. Find the anthem. This is from the set 1. Basically, they want Tn. And I know it's a geometric, it's arithmetic. So the formula is A plus n minus 1d. Right, so I know my A. My A is a ln 4. So plus n minus 1d remain as there. Now what about our d? Okay, d we find it by using, since I was given it's already an arithmetic. Okay, so you can do it straight away by doing this, by t2 minus t1, solve that, or t3 minus t2. So t2 here, I take ln 8 minus ln 2, ln 4. And here, remember, this is by using the ln rules. The ln 8 over 4, so ln 2. This is a personal PM questions. So your D is ln 2. All right. So how do I continue from here? And then if you see here, this is 4, this is 2. So I'm planning to change this 4 into 2 squared. So I can get myself is a 2 ln 2 plus n minus 1d, and I can expand it. I can get myself ln 2 ln 2, and then there are multiple ways on how to solve. Have to say that I like my teacher's way. If I see this one, 2 ln 2 and 1 ln minus 1 ln 2, my teacher said to me, it's like hey Rodhi, if you got 2 apple, does it look like apple there? 2 apple minus 1 apple. How many apple will you have, Rodhi? So the answer is 1 apple then. And don't be shy in using this apple method, because it's a shortcut. It's a shortcut way of thinking. And I got a super genius students when I asked, how do you solve this? And they said, I use the apple method. So it's a shortcut sometimes. And we are not yet done. Okay, and you can see, like just now, this is ln and ln, so I can combine them. But hey, take this power up first. So ln 2. Sorry, I got lazy and rushing. I guess my eyes finally become a bit blurry for looking at computer for too long. So ln 2 to n. So if I were to say they're under one big bracket, so it's a ln. Now this is power of 1. So like I keep on mentioning multiple times, if I got myself 2 and 2 cubed, it's 2 5. So in this particular case, it's the 2 1 plus n. Do I got 1 plus n or n plus 1 in this particular case? N plus 1. So the answer is supposed to be this one, 18C. Is it correct? I did not download the answer for the set one because I don't think I'm going to do it. This is 18 from set 1. I'm not sure how to look at it. 18C. Yep. I did not look at my YouTube because I changed to my PM. Are you okay? Whoever asked me this particular question? Let me PM her back. Okay. I should not be revealing her answers. Okay, she said thank you. All right, that's good to hear. Okay, we got 15 minutes left. If you have any particular questions, you may ask PM me directly. I have no idea why my YouTube song is not coming out. Yeah, let's continue. Okay, if there's any sets question you want me to do directly, let me know. If not, I'm just gonna continue one by one. We're gonna end at 10. Sorry, I could not solve all of them. Okay, so for these sets here, you can see there's a quadratic inequalities. It's not that particularly difficult. You just move to the left hand side or right hand side. But this one I prefer to bring, because from your school days, hey, you can see this one is 3x squared, this one is 4x squared, so 4x squared is heavier, so you bring the lighter to the right hand side. And go solve it here. Yeah, I got tired already. 7x minus plus 12x. 1920. Okay, how do I continue from here? You need to be very, very careful that this one here, to be particular, this is what we call a quadratic inequalities. So the correct way on how to solve, you need to either use number line, or I would prefer use a graph method, the smiley or the set graph. Even my laptop saying me, hey, not much battery left, so. And then just press it in the calculator. It's 10 and 2. Negative 10. Sorry, it's a 10 and 2, so negative 10 and negative 2. How do I know negative 10 and negative 2? Because I look at the objective answer. Because it's going to be somewhere around there. So it's now it's saying saying here is more than 0. More than 0 is over here. So yeah, C. Is it 12C? I'm not sure which one is my answer schemes already. C, yes, correct. I'm just gonna be consistent since I got it right. I'm gonna use the same color. Okay, this one, there are multiple ways of solving, but I guess the normal way is by using the SSC technique. I think it's in my YouTube. Split, solve, combine. So I'm going to split it into parts. 3x to x plus 9. This one is n because we are splitting the equation into 2 parts. 2x plus 9. Okay, I'm tired lah. 3x plus 15. Sorry, my handwriting got worse because tiredness, I guess. X is less than 9. I guess this is quite brutal as well for me to work on a Sunday night. 6. But I guess it's I don't know. I mean, working on Sunday night is a bit brutal, but I think my students want to go fast as well. They have quite a long holiday. -6. 9. So let's make it here x less than 9. Did I make mistakes? I don't think so. X less than 6. Okay, I think I made mistakes. Maybe I'm tired already. Yeah, maybe I'm tired already. Okay, let me just do plan. Let me take the some change some format in my computer. This is strange. Ah, yeah. Okay, I'm tired. Okay, this one it means x bigger than -6. Stupid. Sorry. So, since it's n stands for intersect. So its intersection is over here. -6 until 9. 13b. Okay, this is 13b. But I would like to show you an alternative method. And technically, I got the answers a lot faster with the alternative method. And I just calculate that in my head. Okay, so let's show you the alternative method. I look at this one I said before before the class. I was like, hey, can I solve by this? Okay, I want you to look. So if I expand the right side, x less than 2x plus 9. And this is where things got interesting. 3x, the left hand side, the far left, and the far right, both of them got 3x. So technically, what I can do is I'm gonna, for all of them, I'm gonna minus 3x. So I'm gonna eliminate 3x for all of it. So I get myself 0 minus x and no more x. Okay, and then from here I can do multiple things. Okay, I want to eliminate this 9. So for all of them, I'm going to minus 9. This is this is like a bit crazy again. if I were to be what I have in my mind when I solve it this way, like yes, I watch a lot of anime and it's like you're using high spell technique where it hits all 3 parts. And I used to play games called Devil Survivor, and you either use a power attack only 1 monsters, this one you attack 3 monsters at the same time. And then you do not want to have a negative, so you don't want to have this particular negative. Let's say just use this one. So you times -1. So now it becomes a 9, and the sign change direction. Okay, let's say if you do this in exams, something happened weird there. You cannot leave your answer in this way. You need to switch it up. You need to be from more to less, and from less to more. That's a mathematical way of writing. and somehow is you need to get from the write down from less to more. So if you leave your answer in this way, you will lose 1 mark. So it's B. Okay, which method will you solve it in exams? I'll be honest, you want to be safe, take the left part. If you want to be show off, use the right part. If I'm taking the exams, I might do the right part, and then I'll double check my answers with the left part if I have extra time. Okay. Right, number 14 is similar to the what we did over here, but instead of and is just an union, it's or. This one is union. So it's just you don't do the intersect, take the union. I leave this to you. By yourself, it's a lot easier. I almost run out of time, so I'll be quick. Okay, this one is fraction inequalities method. This is long. I guess I end it with this one. I suspect this question will come out. At least 1 or 2 questions, or maybe just one. Because the method is long. I'm gonna bring it to the left side. 2x minus 7, x minus 5. Oopsie. You need to know how to do this one. These questions for sure coming up. And this type of question is for sure as well coming out in your SPM. That's for sure. So we make the right side as the same base and the left side. Meaning one change it to the same base. Sorry. The problems happen because I mean it's changed sharp just now because I copy paste the questions down to make it faster, but sometimes the computer gone crazy. 2x minus x, x minus 7 minus plus minus 7 plus 5 minus 2. Okay, there are many ways on how to solve. You can use the number line method, but number line, if you're wrong lah, you need to remember all the nonce. I don't think the nonce coming out in UPS, but I recommend what I call the table method. So x minus 2 equals to 0, x equals to 2, and x minus 5. Maybe I put the link for the table method later on in the video or the comment section later. Not tonight, I'm too tired. But this is numerator. This is denominator. And x cannot be 5. Sorry lah, diet lah. Many is long. So it's a 5 and 2, 2 and 5 here. 2, 5, negative infinity and infinity. And then I would recommend for you to write down, this is from negative infinity until 2. Oh, sorry, for a moment, I kind of forgot. This one is since it says here it's more than 0, there's an equal there. So only for numerator has it. Denominator has no equal. As we mentioned, the denominator cannot be divided by 0. So here, so that one is close. And 2 until 5, open and close. Oh, close and open, sorry. Okay. I'm getting tired and sleepy. Stamina. Okay, now write down all your factors. X minus 2, x minus 5. And you can do it this way. Some lecturers say, hey, you need to make it so the student can see it. Okay, from here, choose any number between here, negative infinity until 2. We choose 0. 0 is the easiest number. So insert it into the equation, into the factors. You got here as negative. Put here again, you got negative. And choose any number here. You can say 3. Or maybe I choose 4 because 4 is well, even is a lot easier to do. 4 minus 2 is positive. 4 minus 5 is negative. And any number here, you can choose here. Let's say 10. 10 minus 2 is positive. 10 minus 5 is positive. And then you times it up. Positive, negative, positive. And look at the equation, or the final one, before we separate it out. And it says here is more than 0. It's more than 0 is a positive. So this is our answers. Or in this particular case, less than 2 and more than 5. And remember the close open. So if it's C. Is that the answer? That's the final one. I'm tired already. 15C. Okay, I think that's all. All right, to the viewers, thank you for tuning in for tonight. I think there's quite a large number of you, and I highly appreciate, because I don't really think I don't think people will log in and see who wants to learn on Sunday night. But Sunday night is it's not as horrible as Friday night or Saturday night, I guess. Okay, thank you for coming. I think that's all. If you please comment, share, like, and subscribe, and I highly appreciate for you coming up, and all the best for your UPS. Okay, that's all. Thank you for watching. Bye. I'm tired. I'm gonna sleep. Thank you, teacher, very much, Monzi. Oh, some of your comment doesn't appear. From KML, Izzy Shahira, KML, wow, KML Punmai. Thank you very much for coming, tuning in. Okay, thank you very much, Wangzi, Raihana. Thank you for coming. Think you're my student kan. Okay, Sadia, thank you. Bye. Okay, all right. Next time, maybe we sembang One Piece. What just happened? Okay, all right, bye. Good night. Sleep tight.